I think my, attention and my love for the game, the W grew. At the start of high school, I started to learn more and more about it, started to get more popular. And then I would hear some of my friends who I trained with, they were like, yeah, I play in the league. So I got to train with them and they got to talk to me about it. And then some of my trainers were like, yeah, this is something you should shoot for. And so that's when my knowledge and my desire to go to the league kind of started. But no, it's from that point, it's always been a goal. I started playing in third grade and on an official team fourth grade, and I knew that I wanted to play. Really, like I wanted to pursue it when I was in fifth grade. I would say I really started to show what I could do, and obviously I needed a lot to work on, but I really enjoyed the game and then just skyrocketed from there. I started when I was younger, like 14, 13, 14 maybe, and then my love for it kind of grew exponentially over the years. I taught myself mostly everything. Like I taught myself like dribble moves and stuff, and I had a trainer that worked on my shot and stuff, but mainly in terms of like dribbling, like learning how to handle. I was in the gym teaching myself these moves after school, and really just on the court just experimenting. I was constantly experimenting with what I could do. Yeah, I think you said it. I think a lot of it too is just I'm physically bigger than a lot of people that guard me. So it's a little easier for me, but I've always loved to drive and score. I think it's the highest percentage shot you can do. And the numbers tell you that. So I'm just, like I said, physically more gifted than a lot of the people who guard me. So it's a little easier for me to get around them. But obviously, I do work on a little bit of skill, and I try new things in practice, and I train different moves to make it easier for me when you meet those 6'5", 6'6" girls at the rim, and it gets a little tougher to finish over them. Personally, love making a connection with a teammate. Finding a pass and then finishing is really something really rewarding, and it's a lot of fun to watch. And that's like the real beauty of the game, is really because you're on the floor with other girls, it's not just yourself. So making a pass or seeing your teammate finish, or you finishing a pass from your teammate, that's just really rewarding for me, and that's what I really really love about the game, is that ability to connect with a teammate. It's bigger than basketball. It's off the court. You say, oh, nice pass, like you made that pass, like, and then you connect off the court. It's both on and off, and I just love that I have the ability to connect with another person, or see them succeed. I want to get that 20 assist game. I think that would be crazy. I've thought about it a lot. I think my highest is like 13,
Mhm. Mhm.
but I don't think it's gonna be hard. What is that, like 5 assists a quarter?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I could do it. I think people forget I'm a pass first guard. So I do pass, I give the ball up, I set people up. That's kind of my forte. So if that's what I have to do, I'm gonna do it. I'm also gonna score, of course, and be aggressive. Ability to run the floor quickly and push in transition. Instead of waiting for an outlet from a big, I thought it'd be easier to just go and grab the rebound and do it myself. Not that my bigs aren't capable, they're amazing and really, really good at what they do. But I just love getting the rebound. Like you said, I put myself in a position where I believe best that the ball is gonna, fall in my hands, and you kind of got to be a little athletic and jump up there and rip it out. But like I said, I feel like it stems just from my ability and wanting to run the floor as quickly as possible and just getting the ball in my hands in the fastest way that I can. I literally would do whatever it takes to get the women's game up there, because if we could dunk, like we would, like if we could do the things that guys could do, we'd easily. No one would ever. You could ask any girl that plays basketball, we would take their abilities right now. And obviously, we work with what we have, and we try and play our best in every situation. And we play how we love to play. We play with our teammates. I feel like we show a lot of compassion with each other, and it's just a lot of fun to watch. And I feel like 10 years from now, the women's game is going to definitely grow. I'm excited that, I'm so close to it now, and have it at my fingertips, and especially with the momentum that it's gaining today, I'm just excited to see where it is when I enter it. Angel Reese and those girls, I think they've grown the game immensely to where it needs to be. I don't know why everyone's upset that they've done so. They've given women's basketball a platform that it's been asking for so long. I don't know if you've seen now, like the WNBA is going to charter flights and
Right.
kind of Yeah, like things are just moving in crazy directions and in bigger arenas, and people are coming to games, and new teams are being added. Like she came, and her fame and along with injuries came at a perfect time. And they've done, amazing things for the game, and we can use that momentum, to better ourselves and not kind of like bash on them for what they did and whatnot. I talked to Coach McGraw, and I also talked to Beth Cunningham, who was an assistant at the time, a lot, and they were great. I always had Notre Dame in my top three, top five. But during my sophomore year, I would say is when Coach Ivy really started to recruit me, and that's
Mhm.
when we kind of built that relationship. But then obviously she went to the NBA and kind of was having other experiences, so I wasn't really sure until she got the job, and then I was like, yeah, like she's who I want, to be my head coach, and it kind of sealed the deal for me on Notre Dame. Like I said, it had always been up there for me, but I think her charisma and her excitement about the job mixed with her being a powerful black woman, I think it sealed the deal for me. I think it just means a lot, looking up to someone who, looks like you, has the same roots as you, and can relate to your experiences in life. And I think her being a woman as well, she's very easy to relate to.
Mhm.
She's a mother, so she treats us, and she says it all the time. She calls us her daughters. So just having her to look up to, her to emulate, her traits are so desirable, and some of them that I want to add to my own personnel. But I just love her, and I love everything that I've learned from her, especially through this injury. She's been great. Unfortunately, she had to go through it, but she's been a resource for me. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, just her wisdom and her ability to kind of improvise on the fly is incredible. The game where we played Louisville, where I hit the game winner in that game, she like drew up that play like she knew it was in her repertoire, in her locker. She had been waiting to draw it up, or I don't know if it was on the like I don't know what it was, but just her ability to draw things up and to coach us and just use her experience and her wisdom, like I said, to get us through tough situations, and while at the same time doing it with a lot of grace and not like freaking out when in the heat of the moment, I think is so desirable, like I said, and something that I want to add to my game, because as a point guard, you kind of have to weather the storm, whenever that is in the game, and we're down 10, and there's 4 minutes left to go. You got to keep your team in it, and she's taught me how to do that already. So yeah. This is my first, so it was significantly hard. It was just tough to kind of wrap my head around the fact that it actually happened. And then once I did that, I had to wrap my head around the fact that I wouldn't be playing for another year. So it was just a lot of like acceptance, and kind of just learning to be okay with the situation that I'm in. And I think my teammates and, my coaches, they kind of helped me through that, along with some people on the external side. But I kind of learned to develop my mind in different ways, and that kind of helped me with the struggle a bit. Dara and I had surgery 2 days apart from each other. And
Right.
so we were in the rehab room together all summer, getting right. And her presence, although we kind of had slightly different injuries, her presence there in my recovery process, I'm just so grateful for it. She helped me in ways that, I can't even explain. And I'm so grateful for her. That she was able to guide me through that, and I was able to do the same for her. I'm doing well. I'm excited to take the court again. Not that I haven't taken the court in practice and whatnot this past year, but officially step on the court, record stats, do all of that fun stuff. So I'm excited to kind of get back out there with the girls. They've done so well this year, and it's been different for me to kind of cheer in a different way and support them in other ways that I hadn't before. But it's definitely tools that I added to my toolkit, and different perspectives that I've gained. And I feel ready to play a game. I'm still building my shape, my wind. It's tough after you sit on your butt for a year and do nothing.
I bet.
It's tough to kind of get back up and play at a high level that college demands of you. So that's the part that I'm really working through right now. And once I get through that, I feel like I'll be closer to 100%. I think with this injury, it's tough because the real full like recovery period is like ideal time is a year. So it's like
Right.
you can do stuff, and then it's like you can't really until you feel like you're ready to come back. And I think everyone's kind of having their own thoughts and opinions about it. But we know what's going on in the internal, and we're just so excited to play. But it's going to be incredible. It's going to be a lot of playmaking, a lot of assists, a lot of the ball flying around everywhere. We have so many All-American and All-American potential on our team. It's just going to be a lot of great basketball players sharing the ball, and making a lot of shots. It's gonna be incredible. I can't even really explain it to you. You just kind of have to come to practice one time and see it. But it's gonna be fun, and it's like I said, it's gonna be a lot of the ball movement, swinging around. Because obviously, I like to pass, and Hannah's obviously a good playmaker as well. So it's gonna be fun with the two of us just bouncing off of each other, and then with Sony, Maddie, and the fifth person, whoever Coach Ivy decides that is. Just throwing it around to each other and scoring a lot. It's really exciting. It's also like I feel like I've been here forever, but at the same time, I feel like I got here yesterday. So it's really rewarding to graduate from a university like this, just given the challenge that it brings. But I'm very excited, and um, I can't wait for my graduate degree. I think that decision is something for a year, so it's definitely crossed my mind because we have a lot of key players leaving this year. But it all depends. It's so much can change, and it depends on where I fall in the draft and whatnot. But I'm not worried. I'm just gonna kind of play and let the game speak for itself, and then see where I'm at the end of the year and make a decision then. Yeah, I mean that feat was incredible. And I didn't really understand it until I think a few days after the game. I was like, wow, that's actually kind of crazy. But knowing that that record essentially can't be broken, the first freshman to ever do it, just given like the amount of greats that have come through this game, it's kind of incredible to kind of have my name stamped in there. But no, I think that that record, whatever you want to call it, is just a testament to my versatility on the court, and just ability to do multiple things and do them really well. So I'm proud of it for sure.
Triple double. I was just talking to our videographer about it. Like we manifested it because we were talking about first game. He was like, first game back, I need a triple double, and I was like, all right, let me try. But no, it's awesome to kind of see those meaningless words at the time come to fruition, and then experience that with my teammates. So yeah, it was special.